It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Orion, and we're going to discuss his place in my unique tier list. Now, Orion is the hero event Soulstone on mobile right now, and so I thought it'd be a good time to cover him since I have not yet. Orion is a fantastic mage. He's in a good position in the back line. He is high damage, provides his own magic penetration, very strong robot overall, very fun hero, very aesthetically interesting hero. Some skins are cool looking, all around, you know, a good hero to have. Where do you get Orion's Soulstones? If not for this Soulstone event that we have active now, you could get him from the tower shop for 500 tower coins. You can buy 5 of his Soulstones every day. Pretty easy and straightforward way to get Orion. He should be one of the easiest heroes to get absolute star in the game, because if you're doing the tower every day, you probably have as many tower coins as you will ever need. Case in point, I've got 36,000 on this account, and I think I've got all 4 of these heroes at absolute star. Well, with the exception of Lilith. That's why I bought her stones here today. So let's talk about Orion and his skills. So first of all, you have Total Destruction, and this fires 6 magic missiles at the enemies with the highest health. So contrasted to Kark, this does damage to enemies with the highest health, and as the enemy's health gets dropped, he starts to spread those out a little bit more. The fewer enemy heroes that your team has, the more single target damage that Orion does. 6 missiles divided across 5 targets, or 3 targets, or whatever, is not much, but 6 missiles divided across 2 or 3 heroes is a whole lot more, a whole lot of damage. Of course, 45% magic attack modifier is a large amount, especially whenever you're dealing with somebody who already provides their own magic penetration. Yeah. So we have Magnetic Field. This is his green ability. This creates an explosion in the back line of the enemy, dealing damage over an area and slowing the enemies for 4 seconds. This is a fantastic counter to heroes like Jet, Martha, you know, Lars if they're in the back. Well, it says back line, so really anybody in that back area is slowed for 4 seconds. Slows down the energy gain. It slows down the green, blue, and basic attack skills of the enemy's back line. This is a strong ability. 20% magic attack isn't much. However, the point of this ability isn't to do damage. It is to slow that backline enemy. Very interesting skill to have against the twins. Very interesting skill to have against any team that has a backline damage dealer. Like maybe you're using Ginger, maybe you're using Daredevil, further back. Maybe you want to slow down that enemy Jet. Maybe you want to slow down that enemy Martha. Good skill. Blue ability is Antimatter Blast. This fires a magic missile at the nearest enemy, stunning them for 4 seconds and dealing magic damage. 65% magic attack is a huge modifier. It is a huge modifier. You add this to Total Destruction. Total Destruction targets the highest health enemies. Often is going to be the case. The tank is going to be the highest health enemy. In this way, this is very similar to, maybe like a magical Ishmael or a magical Ching Mao. It doesn't have quite the damage output as Ching Mao does to enemy tanks, for example, but he does do a considerable amount of damage to your enemy's tank, and magic damage nonetheless. So, a lot of times, a lot of enemies don't have their magic defense built up yet. So very strong ability. And then finally, Orion's best ability by far is his full charge. Orion receives additional energy with each attack. So extra energy 550. This basically means that he gets extra energy, and he can use his ultimate Total Destruction over and over and over and over again the longer the fight goes on. Strong ability. This will ensure that his artifact weapon will be up the entire time, which is magic penetration. And if you don't slow or stop Orion, he will delete your team. He will just blow up your team. Okay, so 3 skins. His default skin provides intelligence, being that this is an intelligence-based hero, of course. Mechanical skin provides magic attack, and this is a very steampunk robot-esque skin, a little bit of rusty-looking robot. I like it. I like it. And then finally, his newest, his cybernetic skin provides magic defense. And the order that you should level these up is magic attack, intelligence, and then magic defense. Shouldn't have any trouble getting access to any of these 3 skins. At the time of recording this video, you should be able to purchase any of the skins with skin stones, skin certificates, cash, whatever means you have to purchase skins. This should be an easy way to do it. Should be an easy way to do it. On to his glyphs. So as a mage that has his own magic penetration, you should definitely focus on that stat first. Magic attack, intelligence, health, and then magic defense last. Him being close to the back, it doesn't really matter that he doesn't have armor, but it's worth noting that his armor overall is going to be pretty low. He does have like top 3 magic defense in the game, and that is why I suggest leveling this skin up last, as he will natively get plenty of magic defense as you're leveling up. So no worries against mages there in a lot of cases. I'll get into team synergies and team combos later on. So let's talk about his artifacts. He's got the DD901 arsenal. And this provides magic penetration for your entire team. His book is magic penetration, magic attack, and his intelligence ring is the 3rd artifact. So with most damage dealers, you're going to want to level up that book. With the case of Orion, since he does provide that magic penetration, if you are building a magic attack team, Orion's really good in hybrid teams, like a physical plus magic damage dealer. But if you are building a magic attack team like the Orion, Dorian, Helios team, or maybe putting him in a Lars Krista team, maybe putting him in some other variant, maybe with Peppy, maybe with Faceless, lots of options with Orion, then you'll want to get this DD901 to at least 3 stars to get that magic penetration buff active 100% of the time, since he will be ulting so much. But when it really comes down to it, he is a pure damage dealer. He does provide a little bit of front end stuns and a little bit of back end slows, but he doesn't provide a ton of utility to every team. He's definitely not dead battery, as you would really like to have him in certain situations. He's very strong in the campaign, though. Very strong in campaign, Outland, and in the tower. So keep that in mind. However, Orion, 100% stop sign tier hero. You definitely want to build a team around this hero. You wouldn't plug this team in. You wouldn't plug Orion into any team. You could consider plugging him in as an extra damage source if you're going up against a defensive team or maybe a team with 2 or 3 tanks. This is not a great reason to sub him into every team. I wouldn't consider him a utility hero at all, but very strong damage dealer. You can absolutely build a team around Orion and be very successful with it. So Orion can be countered relatively easily by a few heroes, and the first of those is Satori. Now, Satori provides a unique skill set in that he does bonus magic attack damage against. It's not bonus magic attack damage. Bonus Foxfire curses, marks, whatever. 2 heroes that gain bonus energy, and Orion is one of those heroes. So a good way to counter an enemy Orion is using a Satori. You could also use a hero like Cornelius to crack him in the skull with Cornelius's ultimate, who targets the highest intelligence enemy on the enemy's team, or hero on the enemy's team. Those are 2 great options. You could also drop him pretty quickly with some good area of effect physical attacks, like in the case of Kark. If you're able to use Akira effectively, Kira is just going to supercharge him faster though, so it might not be a good idea. But since his armor is a little lower, that is another way to counter him. All in all, a very strong hero. Worth buying his soul stones for if you have extra stones. Definitely could build a 2nd or 3rd team out of him if you don't make him in your primary team. He's absolutely essential in Outland fights. Absolutely essential in high end Outland fights. It can be a huge asset in the campaign as well. So a good pickup to get during this event. Or just to grab his stones from the shop. I don't know that I would spend a ton of saved up emeralds on this event. Same could be said for the Faceless event that's upcoming. You can get his stones. You can just get his stones so easy. It'd be such a waste. Hopefully you went all in on the Darkness Falls event. But that's neither here nor there at this point. So let me know in the comment section down below who you use Orion with, what kind of teams you like to use Orion with. Let's maybe do a Team Fight Tuesday video with them or something like that. I know that there are more options for Orion than just the Orion Dorian Helios setup. Although that is a nice team. That is a nice core of a team. But yeah, I love you all, and good luck in Dominion.